Alright guys, when you put your key in the on position, your check engine light should be lit up right around here somewhere. Let's do that again. Cut it off, cut it on. It does not come on. That bulb is blown. So we're going to replace it. Alright guys, the next thing you want to do is disconnect your negative battery terminal. It's going to have a 1/2 inch nut right here. This one's already loose. Now you're going to loosen it. What you're going to do is loosen it up, twist it back and forth, pull it off, and push it over to the side. Make sure it doesn't spring back into action, just like that. You want to make sure you push it down to the side. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do is remove our headlight switch. Now what you want to do is take your headlight switch, turn it to the on position, then pull out on the knob. Do not pull hard and try to pull that off. You're going to break something. Just pull it out till you feel it click in one position. Once it's like that, take you a flat screwdriver, and up under here you're going to see a small slot. You're going to stick that screwdriver in that slot, and you're going to keep going until you feel this knob like click. It's going to like click and just move just a little bit. Let's try that. Just like that. It just clicked right into place. Then you'll be able to take your knob off. Take your knob off. Take the screwdriver out. Now you're going to put your knob back on. Yep, we're going to put it back on. But you're going to put it on in 180 degrees, which means 180 degrees is halfway from where it was at. So right now it was there. So you're going to turn it 180 degrees. Push it back on. Just like backwards. Now you're going to turn it till your headlight switch is off. So this right now is turned off. Push it in. Now you're going to turn it back all the way to the right. Hold it. And then you're going to take your headlight switch and pop right out just like that. Pull it out further. Disconnect the tab. Now you got two locking tabs on each side. Just pop those tabs out. Then pop it out just a little bit. If it comes out like that, it's okay. Now what you're going to do is squeeze that tab into the connector and unplug it. These get kind of stuck sometimes. Okay, got that one, and then you got one over here. Now these little tabs right here, they're a little tricky. A lot of times you can take a screwdriver and put it up under there and try to pick it up, but you will break it. Sometimes you can just grasp it, take the thing, and just pull it apart just like that. That is the best way. Alright, let's move on. Alright guys, I'm going to show you something very important here that I should have showed you a minute ago before we move on. You see the headlight switch? Now a lot of guys on YouTube or anywhere else are going to tell you to stick a screwdriver in here or a body panel pry bar and pry this thing out. Do not do that. You're going to break the switch. You see that tab right there, that little locking tab? That's what locks this switch in, and that's why you had to do this here. Now, when I turn it to the switch to the on position, notice how that thing goes in there, so that's why you're able to remove it. You can't do that with the switch the opposite way. Now, to put it back into normal, just put it back like that, grasp it, and pull that piece right off. Then you can put your switch back in, and just like that. And once you push it in, once you push that in, this is automatically going to go in. It's going to spring load it. But now your switch is back in position. Alright, let's move on. Alright guys, the next thing you want to do is take your key, put it in the ignition, push down on your emergency brakes, lock the vehicle in place, put the key in the on position, bring the shifter all the way down into first gear, because you're going to have to remove this cover back here, this cover that goes around the steering column, and it's difficult to move it with your shifter up here. Now to remove this, you can get your body panel pry bar, or you can just take your fingers. Now they're going to be 4 clips. They're going to be one on here, one down here, and on the opposite side, the same exact positions. So what you want to do is go to the top on each side, and you're just going to pull forward just a little bit, pop that out, go to the other side, pop that out. Now there's 2 at the bottom. Now you can get your body panel pry bar, or if you can get your fingers in there. And that's all you're gonna do is stick that pry bar in there and pop that out. Go to the other side, pop that out, pick it up, and put it to the side. Alright, for this next step, you're going to need a 7mm deep socket, 1/4" drive, a 4" 1/4" drive extension, and a 1/4" drive ratchet. There are 7mm bolts you need to remove. One is right inside here, right where we took out the headlight switch. Number 2 is right over here on the side. Let me get something to point to. You're going to see two of them in there. Leave that one alone. You're going to be removing that one right there. Then, up on the top, there's going to be 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now, these bolts are not set in like straight up. They're kind of like out of an angle. Let me put the screw on this one. See, this one's it's not like this. You're going to be taking them out.
It's called a socket.
Yeah, the socket. What?
You called it a screw.
Oh, well, what did I say?
Let me put the screw in here, you said.
I didn't say that.
Socket.
I didn't say that, mess. Don't be lying on me.
Okay, but it's on film.
I didn't say that. Alright, so you're going to be putting the socket at an angle, like this. Alright, because that's how the screws are put in. Now, once you get those 3 out, then you're going to come around here to the other side, and you are going to have 2 that you got to remove. You don't remove that one. Leave that one alone. You remove this one, and you remove this one. Now, some of you are not going to need your extension, but some of them you are. Alright, so let's get those 7 bolts out, and we'll move on. Alright guys, when you get your screws out, you're going to have different length screws. 3 of them is going to be long, and 4 of them is going to be shorter than the other 3. Where does the 4 go? It's very simple. These 4 right here, 1 goes into here, where the headlight switch was, and the other 3 is right on the top. Those are the short ones. The other ones are the long ones. Alright, let me put these down. Alright, now we're ready to take our bezel out. Now what you want to do right here, make it a little easier, take your steering column, push the tilt all the way forward, bring your steering column down, your steering wheel down. Now there is a lip up here. So what you're going to have to do is pull down on it just a little bit. Well, start off over here and pull that out. And there's the lip in there. So bring that out like that. Over here. And there's a clip over here holding this into place. So what you're going to do, you have to pop that clip out. Bring the whole piece out. And let's put this to the side. Alright guys, moving on. The next thing we got to do, guys, is before we get this out, you got to remove this cover whole thing up here. This thing is a nightmare. This thing sucks. Alright, now this cover right here, there's clips around it and just pulls right off. This one is kind of messed up. I mean, so what you're going to do is just firmly grasp it and pull it off just like that. It's going to come off, and I'm going to let you know. See, just pull that back enough, and as you can, there's supposed to be a clip pushing into here, 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 and here. But this one is broken. We are going to be replacing this. Now, on this airbag switch over here, which you can turn on off, there is a harness. This is the old style. There's 2 different styles. One style, there'll be a plug where you can unplug this, or this one where you gotta unscrew it and get that. Thing just sucks, man. Let me see how this one is on. Yeah, it figures. It's all part of the switch, and yeah, the harness is in there, and this sucks. And so what you gotta do is actually unbolt this switch. There's going to be 3, and I believe that's 7/32 or 5.5 screws. So let's get that unbolted, and I'll definitely show you the correct size. Alright guys, yeah, it is 7/32 or 5.5 millimeter. Yes, I do have a 5.5 millimeter socket. Set that right inside. Now, in a minute after I show you these bolts, you guys are going to go to the other side so I can show you the other bolts. Now what you're going to have is some more 7mm screws right here. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's get those 5 out, and then I'm going to meet you to the other side for some more. Alright, we're on the other side. The next 2 you're going to have to remove is 1 right here and one right here, guys. And to make this job a lot quicker for you, get you some kind of battery operated tool. I got my deep wall, yeah buddy, impact driver, and I got the adapter up here for 1/4" drive sockets. It makes it a whole lot easier to take out bolts. Yeah buddy. All right, so let's get the other one out and put it to the side. All right guys, now there is a few clips holding this thing on, but they're gonna be pretty easy to unhook. So just grab over here and you're just gonna pull out. It's gonna be loose, and there's gonna be some clips up here. So just grab right here, pull out, and take this whole thing and put it to the side. Now, as you can see, I guess I didn't have to take out this one right here, but so you can actually just leave that one, put that one back in there for you. Don't listen to me on that. All right, so let's put this one back in, and then once we do that, then your instrument cluster is gonna be, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's put this bolt back. All right, now we are ready to get our instrument cluster out of here. Now your instrument cluster is held on by 4, that's number 4, 7mm bolts or screws. One in here, one right there, and then go right on the opposite side, one on the top, and one on the bottom. So let's get those 4 screws out of there. All right, it's ready to come out, but not all the way. This is very important. It's good. Just pop it out, pick it up slightly, because you're going to have your indicator right here connected, and you have to disconnect that. And to disconnect that is pretty easy. You're going to have, let's go over here, sis, right here. You got this little locking tab right there.
What?
Oh,
I'm sorry, you're on the other side. Okay.
in there, just take it and pull it down, and then on the other side, and that will unplug from the cluster. If not, of course, you're gonna break it, and that's all it did was latch right into place. Now you can bring your instrument cluster, you can move it around and do whatever you want. Turn it around. You have 3 connectors that you got disconnect. What you're going to do is take the tab, push the tab into the connector, and you got to wiggle that back and forth. Unplug it. This one is underneath. Pick the tab up to the connector, bring that out, and do the one right here. Alright, now let's go get this on the bench. Alright guys, here we are, getting ready to change the bulb. Now if you're looking in the back of your instrument cluster, it's going to be pretty simple. I don't think I've ever seen one like this. Each of the bulbs are actually marked for what they go to. Check that out. That's what's up, yo. And the big ones you see is illumination. Those are the ones that lights up the instrument cluster. Maybe you should have checked this before you took it out to see if they work, but you can always just plug it back up. So what you're going to do, take a pair of pliers, turn that bulb counterclockwise, and take it right out. And I can see right now, it's like a little dark color on it. It is definitely blown. Now, let's go. What I'm going to do is put this down, and you know what? Let's just put this down, and I'm going to take out the fuel reset, and I'm going to put it into here, put it on, and this is just to test this out. And okay, what we're going to do is plug back up the instrument cluster, and we're going to check that bulb out to make sure it was the bulb and not no wiring issue. Alright? Alright guys, we just hooked it up, connected the battery, and let's put the key on. Bam, there it is. Check engine light.
Your signal's on. Oh, your hazards are on. Your hazards.
Oh, there you go. So there you go, guys. Installation is reverse of removal. Just make sure when you do this, just make sure you just line this thing up, and it will click right into place. Just make sure you line it up and put it. I can get it right now. All right, So, guys, if you have any comments, I want to take these out because I want to change all the illumination bulbs just in case. If you have any comments or questions, be sure to post them in the comment section below, or you can email me direct to tim@astralautorepairs.com. Hope you paid attention. If not, watch it again. This is Timmy from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. See you next time.